ChatGPT, Grok, or whatever AI tool we're using has brilliantly made our CVs sharper, more structured, and more aligned. But they've also made us all sound the same. It's like we've all downloaded a new personality just to match a job description we're applying for. We're not really trying to beat other candidates anymore, we're trying to beat the algorithm. Ironically, we use AI to make ourselves more attractive to headhunters and hiring managers, while they're using AI to detect what feels engineered. And somewhere in that process, our real voice gets flattened. Which is suppose why I'm actually making this video. I don't want the AI version of me to speak first anymore. I want the real one to be seen and heard. There aren't many roles that combine everything I've done in my working career, which is exactly the reason I'm making this video. My career has always been in trading. I started on the bond desk at Citigroup and finished on the Latin American equities desk. Citigroup for me was the best start I could possibly have, sales side totally under my belt. But in order to be complete and competitive, I knew I needed the buy side experience. So I moved to run operations at a small asset managers on the London embankment. By my mid-20s, I was well versed in the paper markets across both buy side and sell side. But it wasn't enough for me. I wanted more. I wanted the commodities market. That's when Glencore came into the picture. In 2006, I joined a Glencore-backed multi-strat credit hedge fund startup, a group of carefully selected traders, and me. I built the operating model and technology stack and the full back office infrastructure. It was my first real build, my first real startup, and a very profitable one too. Not many people in their mid-20s can say they built a multi-strat credit hedge fund from scratch. By 2009, I officially moved to Glencore's oil division in London. That move shaped the next 12 years of my life. The mandate was very simple. Observe every desk, every product, every function across site, and then fix, amend, or rebuild the operating model. Execution, risk, middle office, operations, and finance. New systems, new foundations. And replicatable across London, Singapore, and the US. That mission gave birth to the first business change management function in Glencore's oil division. And because I understood trading, operations, and technology, I naturally led the operational side. Glencore was the ultimate trading firm for me. There was no better firm at that time, and I had no intention of leaving. That was until the Gumball Group called. Once I met the CEO, the remit was clear. Build an operating model that works, align technology with growth, and make the firm scalable in any direction he wanted to take it. With me, he got something unusual. Trading instinct, operational architecture, technology design, ETRM build, experience, and global leadership capabilities. I built a 150 plus global tech team, scaled 200 plus operators across regions, strengthened governance across desks, sites, and products. I delivered the CEO's expansion vision, and then some. Then came VACT. In 2016, conversations with traders, majors, and banks led to a bold decision: build a consortium-backed blockchain platform for post-trade oil processing. Back then, very few people were talking about blockchain. I mean, it was 2016, and very few people believed it would work. But it did work. I and a small group of individuals co-founded VACT, the world's first enterprise-grade blockchain platform digitizing energy post-trade workflows with partners such as BP, Shell, Total, Mercuria, and of course, Gumball. By that point, it was my second startup, but my first in blockchain. But way before VACT came along, I was already knee-deep in the Bitcoin and Ethereum white papers. In Geneva at that time, discussing digital asset was dismissed. A fad, a phase, something that would eventually disappear. But I knew this technology would reshape our industry one day, and I wanted to be around when day one started. In 2018, while still serving as a COO of the Gumball Group, my evenings and weekends took me back to trading. Family offices and private wealth groups began reaching out. They wanted to understand everything about digital assets. Before long, I was advising them, then managing capital, while exploring how digital rails would integrate with the commodities market. By 2021, I left Gunvor and built MACROSHIFU, a decentralized private trading fund, not just to trade, but to understand how digital infrastructure would collide with the physical commodities market. In 2023, I moved to Singapore as a PR, because if you're serious about building digital assets, this is where they're being built and embraced properly. Over the last 3 years under the MACROSHIFU umbrella, my third startup, I've worked with stablecoin firms, tokenization platforms, digital treasuries, AI trading tools, advising commodity trading houses on how integrating digital asset rails into commodity infrastructure actually works. And here's what I know. Commodities don't need to sit on the blockchain, but the financial rails, they absolutely need to. AI agents can rebuild risk, middle office and back office, but not replace the operator. Tangible assets can go on-chain. And stablecoins can transform settlement if treasury structure is set up correctly. And yes, commodity trading firms should have a digital asset wallet in their treasury, period. I've now spent as long in digital assets as I have done in traditional commodities trading. Very few people can say that. But this isn't a pivot in my life, it's an integration. As of March 2026, I'm looking for opportunities where I can combine all this experience, from trading, operations, leadership, technology, blockchain, AI and digital infrastructure can be applied at scale. I'm looking to apply all of this at scale somewhere. Now, I could and I will make an AI-generated CV that can articulate all of this perfectly. I just have to keyword engineer it. But I'm hoping this video does more than my CV. Because real transformation isn't built by algorithms. It's built by humans. Web3, digital assets, AI are reshaping today into tomorrow. Let's not get left behind in yesterday.